S, T, and then R is out here. So they're telling me that OT is 11, and then PR is 60, and then they ask me about OR. So flipping back to that picture that I just sent you, what we establish is that all radii and tangents intersect at a right angle.
Okay.
So what that means is that even though it's not written in this picture, we know that OP is a radius and OS. And we are told that PR and SR are tangents. So that means that these must be right angles.
Okay.
And then what we have here, I'm going to highlight it, is a right triangle. So it all comes back to a right triangle problem. And I'm going to erase that. Since OT is a radius and also OP and OS are radii, that means that this is also 11.
Okay.
So then we end up with a triangle. I'm going to draw it out to the side here. We end up with a right triangle like 60, 11,
and 12.
And then whatever this works out to be, right?
Yeah.
So that would be tee up the Pythagorean equation that we'd use to calculate that for me.
11 squared plus, do you want to use just x squared?
Yeah, we'll use x squared.
Okay, and then equals 60 squared?
That's close. It's the same mistake. I think we made it one other time.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, it's 11 squared plus 60 squared.
Yeah.
Is equal to
there you
x
go.
squared.
There you go. All right. So, yeah, you are right. We have basically x squared equals 11 squared plus 60 squared, and then we could run that out. You have your calculator handy?
No, I do not. Or, here, actually, I can get it real quick.
Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. Let's actually do some of the algebra here. So 11 squared, you should know that one.
121.
121.
And 6 squared is like 3,600, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was just about to ask if you can do that one in your head. That's good. So we can definitely add those two in our head. So that's 3, 7, 2, 1, right? And then square root of 3,721 is 61. So this brings up a really nice point that I want to make here. And there's no way that I would ever expect you to have this particular one memorized. But now we have 11, 60, 61. Have you ever heard of the phrase Pythagorean triple?
No.
So a Pythagorean triple is when we have all integer numbers for a right triangle. A really simple one is 3, 4, and 5. Here, let me write this one out. So 5 squared would equal 3 squared plus 4 squared. So a Pythagorean triple is just when you have all integer measures of that right triangle. And there's a list, there's some really long lists out there, of some ones that you can memorize. I would definitely say that there are a few worth memorizing. 3, 4, 5 is definitely one of them. And the reason I say that is because 6, 8, 10 is another one. Do you notice a pattern between 6, 8, 10 and 3, 4, 5?
Yeah.
It's just twice the smaller one, right?
Yeah.
So any multiple of a Pythagorean triple is also a Pythagorean triple. So I would definitely, if you can remember one of them, remember 3, 4, 5, because that'll get you 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 on up the line. Sometimes that's a good way to turn like a 2-minute question into like a 10-second question.
Okay.
Really helpful.